gym's sweet.
So, now that I'm
Do we want to try to do some stretching if anyone can stay?
Well, we're going straight into yoga, so if y'all can
You're right,
stay.
it's on Wednesday.
Yeah, I just had to move Goose off my yoga mat.
I forgot what day it was again, even though we just established it was Thursday.
I remember that part, just not what we've done so far this week.
Yeah. Here, let me get off the screen.
Oh, I don't even know how to put me on the screen.
You're full screen now that I'm gone.
Okay.
You should be.
I can't see it on this computer, so I'll
all
take
you.
your word for it. Alright, so starting with good posture, we'll try to tuck your hips in, good ab flexion, hips under shoulders, shoulders up, back, and down. And now we'll do some shoulder raises, so shoulders up and hold. And back down. And again. And back down. One more. And back down. Now keeping your shoulders parallel, just let one ear fall towards that right shoulder. Let gravity do the work and just breathe. Okay, back centered, and then left ear towards the left shoulder. Again, try to keep your shoulders parallel and let gravity do the work. Focus on the good breathing, long exhales. Okay, and back straight. And now we'll look up. And now make sure your knees are relaxed and just look towards the floor, keeping your shoulders back. Take a few good breaths, long exhales. And back up straight. And now try to press your fists together behind you. Stretch out the chest a little bit. If that's not enough, you can clasp your hands together like this. And again, just some good deep breaths. Open up the chest. Try to drop the shoulders with the exhales. And holding this position, look up and to the right. And up and to the left. Very good. All right, I think checking to make sure you can see my feet. Okay. All right, so keeping that good posture, make sure your lats are tightened, hips under shoulders, and we're gonna do some calf raises. So first of all, spread your toes and try to, get the filling in them. So try to spread your toes apart. Now press them all towards the floor and try to just lift your big toe while keeping the little toes on the floor. And put the big toe back down. Now try to lift all your little toes while keeping the big toe on the floor. Put them back down. Now lift all your toes. And and try to put your toes down in order from pinky toe to big toe. And just repeat that. Just do what you can. It doesn't have to be good. And now you'll go in the other order. So all toes up. And now try to put your big toe down first and in order to the pinky toe. Yeah, might not do that, but it's possible with practice. Okay, now just spread all your toes again, get a good grip on the floor. And now we're going to do some calf raises. So with toes forward, about shoulder width apart, shoulders up, back, down. We'll just go up on your toes, not on your toes, but on the balls of your feet, and down slow. So if you spread your toes, you can control that descent. So instead of falling down, you're going down slow, and that's gonna work your Achilles tendon by going down slow. One more. Right now, you're going to turn your toes in and do the same thing, but try to go down slow. Remember your lat muscles here, big core muscles, those will help you balance so you can better control that slow descent. So start to practice using those for a good balance. So we're going to be using them more in a minute. I'll turn your toes out and same thing, up and down slow. Remember your toes are also good for stability. We're trying to wake them up. One more. Alrighty. Now, keeping that good posture, keeping the core flexed, we're going onto one foot. And you can either just hold it there, or if you can, try to go up and do some calf raises. Aim for about 5. And if you can, try to slow the descent. Move to the right leg. And same thing. You can either hold it or try to do some calf raises. It's hard to, you can tell we haven't done these in a little bit. Alright, very good. Alright, now let's get those calves stretched out. So we'll go into chair pose. So ears between the upper arms or elbows. You're trying to keep a straight back. And bring your palms together. And place an elbow on the outside of your quads. Try to keep your elbows in line with each other. And forward, and then to the other side. and back forward. Now hands on the floor, you step back into a plank. Okay, and then we'll go into down dog. Heels back, hips up, ears between the elbows. And now alternate bending your knees. Get a good calf stretch. Go ahead and hold one calf stretch, bending the other knee. And switch. Both heels back. And we'll go into up dog. Staying on your toes. Back into down dog. Come into plank position and lower yourself to your stomach. And then we'll come up into cobra pose, so looking at the floor. And back down. Now we'll go into child's pose. Really try to spread the fingertips, grip your mat, and stretch out the lat muscles. And take some good inhales, long exhales. Now come into tabletop. Right, so from here, we'll take the right arm underneath the left arm, taking that shoulder to the floor but keeping the hips up. And you can extend the left arm if you want. And back up. And we'll take the left shoulder to the floor. Extend your right arm if you want, keeping the hips up. And back up into tabletop. Now take your left foot out to the side. So you're planting that foot where it's comfortable. And now come up with your right arm. Now take your right arm through under the left arm, reaching towards the left foot, taking the right shoulder to the floor. And back up. Now I'll take the left leg back behind you, up into the other side. So spine where it comfortably wants to set. And then just lower your elbows towards the floor. Get a good stretch in the right hip. and back into tabletop. Now we'll take the right leg out to the side, plant that foot where it's comfortable, and come up with the left arm. You'll bring the left arm under the right arm, shoulder to the floor. Can reach out with the right arm if you want. And back up. Now we'll take the right leg up and back into the other side. And then lower your elbows towards the floor. And then back into tabletop. From here we'll go into a cat pose. Good inhale. Exhale into cow pose. Straighten it back out. And we'll go into puppy pose. So taking your chest towards the floor, keeping your hips up. And back up into tabletop. Another cat pose. Good inhale. Exhale into cow pose. And sit back. Okay, and then from here we'll take both feet out, both legs straight. And with your hands right by your hips, palms on the floor. Keeping the back straight, just hinge forward. I like to keep my toes flexed towards the ceiling, so my calves are usually tight. But if you want to, you can experiment flexing the feet, toes towards the floor. See which one you probably need both. And now go ahead and reach towards your toes. And start with them towards the floor if you want. And now flex your toes towards the ceiling again. Try to reach for your toes. If you can reach your toes, you can press your toes against your hands for a few seconds. And relax. Right, and go ahead and straighten the back again. And now stack your left foot on top of the right. Keeping both toes pointed towards the ceiling and and now with your back straight, just hinge forward. now bring your knee towards your chest. Just kind of cradle your leg. Now just place the left heel on the floor. You'll take both arms on the outside of the left quad and reach back. And back forward. Okay, and now we'll straighten both legs. And now place the right foot on top of the left, both toes towards the ceiling. And then with a straight back, hinge forward. Now bring your knee towards the chest, cradling the right leg. I'll set the right heel down. Take both arms on the outside of the right quad and reach back. And back forward. Feet straight. Right, before we roll back, take your hands right behind the glutes, and if it feels okay to, you can lower yourself to your elbows. And now look up with your chest forward, so you're trying to stretch out the chest. And then from there, we'll go ahead and come back up. And now we'll do a slow roll to the back. Imagine vertebrae by vertebrae. And now, on your back, take both hands, palms up, wrists on the floor at your hips. Relax your feet. And try to keep your wrists on the floor as you take your hands overhead like you're making a snow angel. Now take a good inhale at the top, a little stretch, and exhale like you're sinking into the floor. And repeat. Good inhale, exhale like you're sinking. And try to notice where the tension's at. So you can kind of focus on relaxing the muscles wherever that is. Great, and go ahead and bring your arms out to the side. Now bring both knees up, heels towards the glutes. Your feet about shoulder width apart. Let both knees fall to the right. And now put your right heel on top of your left quad. Now keeping your legs in that position, just bring the left knee up. And now grab behind that left quad, bringing it closer to the chest or towards the chest. Now you'll keep your legs again like they are, and just take the right heel to the left side on the floor. So you're just taking it over, placing that right heel on the floor, and looking towards the right. So a little bit of a twist action. And then you can untangle your legs, take your heels back towards the glutes, shoulder width apart, arms out, and let both knees fall to the left. Now put that left foot on top of the right quad. Now bring your right knee up and just grab behind the right quad, pulling that leg towards your chest, or both legs really. And now take the left heel towards the right side, all the way to the floor, then look in the opposite direction. And then take all your legs, straighten both legs. Take another good inhale. Bring the left knee towards the chest. And switch, bringing the right knee towards the chest. Now both knees towards the chest. And we'll rock side to side. Straighten both legs. We'll roll up to the top. Bring your legs in, and we'll transition into tabletop. And come up into a wide-legged down dog. And we'll walk it up to the top. The slow roll up. And shoulders up, back, down, hips under shoulders. And that is it.